Hi. It's today, Monday, the greatest day of the week, of course, after Friday, but not far behind Friday. I am one of your hosts, Sean Platt.
I'm the other host, Lee Greenar.
And I'm the third extraneous host, Sean Bouchard.
Welcome to
Yeah.
Mostly Walking. Ordinarily, this is the finest show on the internet, but what it's going to be for a little bit is three adults talking about how they're tired. So
Oh, yeah.
let's really kick it off with me. I was saying when I first joined the call before I went live, so this is not news to the co-host, but it'll be news to you, beauty baby.
Yeah.
There's that list of things that I don't know if you run down, but I run it down whenever I'm really tired. Like, I need to get more sleep. I need to not eat before bedtime. I need to make sure I'm having coffee with consistency, not like skipping a day, something like that. I start to go through this list, and then there's a point where you're doing everything on your list, and you're exhausted. And that is me today. I got an astonishingly small amount of things done, and now I'm here. Sean, how on earth in the hell are you?
I'm good. I'm going home tomorrow. So I'm traveling early tomorrow morning, which is always sort of like a stressful thing for me of like packing, getting everything ready, stressing about do I have everything?
Yeah.
But I'm good. Yeah.
Is it time to talk about that haircut?
Yeah, let's talk about
It's time.
I was
Okay.
telling the story that I had a first date and I wanted to look nice, so I went and got our haircut, and it was a bad haircut. It was the worst haircut that I've had in a long time. Now it's not terrible. It's okay, right? Like it's my hair is not
Yeah.
that complicated. Like
Yeah.
it's hard to really screw up. So it's not like I was devastated by this or anything like that, but it was that kind of irony of,
Well, I want to zoom into a particular moment where you're at the barber
Sure.
and they've just spun you around to show you the
Yep.
haircut, and they go, "Hey, what
And
do you think?"
voila.
They're handing you the mirror and rotating
Yep.
you so you can
Yeah,
see the back, whatever
whole-
that means.
magic moment.
Like, what
Yep.
was going through your mind? Were you just like, "I'm not going to go to this date"?
Could
like-
you leave it a little longer?
Yeah,
Could you keep it a little longer?
you put some back.
God. Oh.
I mean, that's basically what it was. It was my hair cutter was very nice and fine, and I was a walk-in, and it was kind of a rush thing, so I totally get it. But it was very much like, oh no, like my little poof, my little signature poof on the front of my head.
Yeah,
This is just like a buzz cut. This is just like, which is
Yeah.
that's fine. It's okay, but like
just to eliminate the hair kind of haircut.
that's my little thing that I miss it. Aw, now it's gonna
Hey.
grow back out.
I get that.
If it's any consolation, Sean, you look amazing.
Great. You look fucking
look
amazing,
so-
Sean.
So
You look
good.
really good. You look really good. And here's what I would say. Here's what I would say. Coming up with humorous content that
Yeah.
sounds like actual friendly advice. All this means is that as this person, God willing, Godspeed, Jesus,
Hair Lord
If-
willing.
as they get to know you, you will grow your hair
My hair
sort
is just
of
gonna get
in
better and better.
tandem
right.
with, right, so it becomes a kind
I'm-
of resonant
Sure.
help me out here, Sean, because I've been look, I
No,
gotta turn
it's
off my
a-
notifications. I
it's
gotta
a
turn off my
symbol.
notifications.
Yeah.
I'm having text conversations. I can't.
No, what it is it is a
Yeah.
it is a delineator. It is the great partition where you can identify quickly. Are you one of those people that you'll be able to share a conversation about a bad haircut with? Well, it'll be a bonding experience. Perhaps a chuckle will be had.
Sure.
Knucklehead.
Connections will be deepened. Or is it going to be one of those people that goes, that guy doesn't know how to get a haircut?
How would you? How
Just
would you say
cut him
that?
out. In fact, you know what? I think you've inspired a lot of people who will now deliberately get that bad haircut before a date.
There
just
you
to
go.
find out
It's a
the
filter.
metal. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
It's not a bad haircut, right? It's just it's more default than
Well,
like it's
what
not
is
signature.
Yeah.
It misses your it's sans serif is what it is.
Yeah,
It doesn't have
it's when
it is
the
missing the
company
serif, that's what it's
decides
doing.
to just get a really clean logo and remove all imagery from it.
That's
You
right.
know, it loses. It's like when PetSmart just became the
Yeah.
words PetSmart in the blandest
Right.
font ever, instead of having
Yeah.
an image of a dog and a cat snuggling.
Oh, I miss that dog.
Yeah.
I like the SPCA. I've seen this in a few different places. I don't know if it's always SPCA or what, but it's like animal hospitals sometimes do this.
Yeah.
They'll have silhouettes. So they'll have sort of Russian nesting doll nested silhouettes of animals, where it's like a dog silhouette, and then
Mhm.
you know, opposite of that inside it is a cat, and then opposite of that inside it is a mouse, and it really looks like they all just ate each other, and like that's why they're in the hospital.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right, okay.
Where they're like, it's a horse, and then it's a pig, and then it's a large dog, and then it's a small dog, and then it's a cat, and then it's a mouse, and
Yeah.
inside of that is just feed. Yeah, yeah,
Feed,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Sure. And that's
Well-
at the feed hospital.
That's where this potato is in really bad shape, and they stitch it back together again.
This carrot is on its last. I don't know. This carrot's hooked up to an EKG. This
And its heart rate is really inconsistent. It's palpitating like crazy. I like the idea that if you brought in an injured potato, they would just take whatever you had and bury it until it just grew several more potatoes. Like, my God, your potato was terribly injured, and after some treatment, you've turned a tidy profit. So, with that,
you know, the nice thing about it is that if you, sorry, I'm sorry, but I have
you
to
got
say
it. You have to say it.
that the nice thing is that if actually no, I'm not gonna say it. Sorry, canceled. It was
You
about
no
cremation.
longer have to say
it's
it.
done.
Look
It's
at it.
done.
It's great. Look,
It's
look.
done.
Not all stories need a finish. Sometimes they can just stop. What is happening today? What are we doing?
I know, right? What is happening?
What is happening today? I'm exhausted. Man. I didn't do anything yesterday, and that was too much for me. So we're going to be trying out a game, and I say trying out. It's not a very long game. We'll be able to do it. Well, a normal person would do it in one shot, so we'll probably do it in about 3 episodes.
Right.
We're going to be playing Detective Grimoire, where there was a brotherly duo, SFB Games, for Super Flash Brothers, that used to do a whole bunch of Flash games back on a website. Armor Games, if y'all
I
remember.
Armor Games.
They did something insane, like shipped 40 Flash games over the course of a few years, and then probably said to themselves, why are we making games for Armor Games when we could just make the games? And so,
Ooh.
one of the games they did was Detective Grimoire, that they then turned into a full release. And Detective Grimoire is actually a series. So there's the second one that's Tainted Tale, I think is the name of it, something like that.
Did you say Taint and Tail?
Tainted Tale. Not the... Yeah, not...
Taint and Tail is a different thing.
Yeah, that's an ASMR broadcaster on Twitch. So, for any of you that don't get the joke, that's because it was in the pre-show. Or for any of you that watched both the
No, it
pre-show
wasn't
and this...
actually in the pre-show.
I don't think it was.
in the
It
pre-show.
wasn't?
It was in the pre-show. That was just us talking.
For any of you
It was
that
in the
don't get
green
the
room.
joke, you're neither Lee nor Sean. Let's go ahead and talk about this game. So this is... it got really positive reviews. Checked it out. Comes recommended from Sean Bouchard. Have you played through this, Sean?
No, I haven't, but it's been on my list for a long time as like something that caught my eye probably several years ago, and I just haven't gotten around to.
Well, let's go ahead and head on in and find out what the heck the game is.
Well, you know what I'd say is when a game gets your eye and it's made by two guys, that's Grimoire. Been building that
Ooh.
one. I've been filter feeding our conversation to fill in the blanks there.
Very good.
Oh,
Okay, everybody in the chat, please,
please get your headphones.
girl, put your headphones on.
Sounds importante.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Sound is important. You know, I'm glad that somebody said it. Sound is important.
Oh, this is Army. All right.
Okay.
I'm getting a lot of Danny Elfman here out of Raphael Benjamin Meyer.
Yeah.
Well done, Catherine. Unger.
Cool.
Oh my god.
2025
It's a flash
last
game.
night, a murder occurred in a remote part
really
of
is.
this swamp. A small tourist attraction, deep within the heart of the marsh.
Hold on. A tourist attraction. Here?
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
I don't get
Hold
it.
on.
Why would anyone come here by choice?
I've explained this already. This area is famous.
Famous. All I read was that some idiot thought they saw an alien here 100 years ago.
Get your facts straight for once. We're talking about a creature that's lived in this swamp for over 60 years.
Okay, so it's a 60-year-old.
Are they occupying the
I
same
still don't see
space?
what
It-
matters.
no,
If
they're,
it matters
they're
to
doing
anyone,
something with
it's
the
you.
180
That
rule here
creature
that
is
really
our
messing
prime
with my head.
suspect.
The murder suspect?
That's right. This is no Loch Ness monster.
Wait, but
You'll
where's
need to
the
be
other-
taking this
Anyway.
seriously.
No, look,
Okay.
come on.
No, it's,
How am I
they're
supposed to arrest
character
something that
portraits?
might not
So there's only
exist?
supposed to be one
You've
person
always
in each
enjoyed a
character
challenge
portrait.
before. You can
They're
start by
in the
reading
boat.
this.
Our case file?
So the boat is part of the
There's
character
not a lot
portrait.
of it, is there?
As
There's-
usual,
it's just two
you only
boats.
know the bare
That's it.
essentials at this point.
Two.
Police file. Richard Remington,
Jason
founder of
Boggs.
tourist attraction Boggy's Bog, was found dead outside his office at 10:45 last night. Or even 20:45 last night, depending upon how tired you are. Exact cause of death unknown. 3 small wounds to the chest suggest an attack from a clawed creature. Slime around the wound and footprints found at the scene suggest the culprit was Boggy, the legendary swamp creature. Any of the 7 other people present in the swamp last night could hold vital information.
Okay. All right. Good that we know how many people were in the swamp.
Okay, they did it. Who's that? Do we have
That's
a name for this?
That's Boggy.
Foggy.
That's Boggy, man. Look, Foggy's Boggy.
I'm not paying. Anyway, whatever. I have an impairment when it comes to paying attention to.
Our murder victim, Richard Remington, he was in charge
Oh,
of this
nice semicolon.
Tourist attraction. Boggy's Bog? What a name.
Boggy is the
Ooh.
name of our creature. Well, nowadays it is.
You mean that stupid cartoon character? I've heard of him. That thing is our
What?
murder suspect?
There's more to Boggy than the cartoon character, I promise you. This is the place it all began. You'll find out soon enough.
Okay.
Oh my god, it's so kitschy.
Oh, look.
Oh, they're in the same boat.
Whoa.
Ooh, hey.
I love that irritated fucking. It's like, you've got to be kidding me. All right, I think we should start, so I'm going to go ahead and hit this
Your
button.
case file is in the top right.
Jesus.
You can look at your
We
clues
must
and
construct
suspect
additional
profiles in here.
pylons.
Yeah. In order to cross the bridge, Snake, press the action button.
When you've collected some, of course. I'll stay and guard our boat, so if you're confused, come back here and I'll help you.
We require more
A
minerals.
simple wooden dock. Looks like it can just about hold my weight.
All right, I'm going to go to the... Wait, what? If I hit escape, it's just gone? The whole thing's closed.
Whole thing's gone.
Holy shit. All right, well, give me a moment. Let me just do this, and then let me do this, and then let me full screen this, and then click this, and then hit... No. Oh my god. Let me full screen this, and then hit this, and then click this, and then click this, and then minimize this again, and then go here, and then go here, and then we're okay. So
Okay.
I'm going to just turn the music and the sound effects and the ambient down a little bit.
Yeah. Just gonna ride the knobs.
There we go.
Yeah.
Now this is where I discover that there's maybe another way to go through this stuff. But look at this.
Boggy. Oh, he's
Foggy.
got a full meter.
It's not been officially cited for 60 years.
That is suspicious.
Challenge not applicable.
Wait. Why? What?
He's not applicable challenge.
How
Just,
does that?
you heard it. That part of the game, Sean, that game mechanic does not apply to Boggy.
But
Oh my god.
Boggy's all I know is the thing. So
Bog is all I know. The creature in me.
Why are you
Sitting
showing us
in
that
a
it's-
tree.
Wait a minute. What happens if I go to the next? Oh,
Oh, I see. It tells you
Murder
who's next.
victim.
the boss.
Is the victim the suspect?
What
Not
does he
suspicious.
have an
Suspicious.
applicable challenge rating?
Oh, I see. So, okay, so we have this sort of like clue document that reminds me a little bit of Return of the Obra Dinn. So I
Yeah.
can just like,
Right.
Not suspicious. Suspicious.
Right.
Not suspicious. Suspicious.
Oh, you were marking things as
Yeah.
suspicious or not.
I would say the mysterious slime not suspicious. Neither
Not
is the
suspicious.
neither
do we
is
win?
the death.
Yeah.
Suspicious.
All right, so
That's right. This is suspicious. I don't know what you're talking about.
all right.
Okay, so we've constructed 4% of
That's
the
where I need to go.
suspect
I can switch to
profiles.
walk mode with the button in the bottom right. Oh, and if I'm feeling
Switch to walk mode.
I can turn off those sparkly hit icons in the options menu.
Okay.
Oh, he's doing
this
that
is the
thing
option.
where he talks about his own menus.
Wait, what?
That's not a menu icon.
All right, so if I switch to walk mode. Oh, so it's a traditional screen freeze frame kind of game where we're just going to be like taking peeks at a single scene and navigating that way. Got it. All right.
That's cool.
Like a-
I
like
like
a-
that.
No
Like a
clues, just
2D point and click adventure game, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow, you didn't get lost yet.
no. I
Whoa.
well, I only
Emanations.
just got here. Who are you?
Yeah.
You don't remember.
What?
Of course, you're not great at remembering. I should be offended, though.
What?
Look at our expression.
Wait, what?
Okay,
So-
here.
Is this a sequel to something?
So, the Detective Grimoire is like a multi-game series, and this is technically the first full release, but what I assume is that it's kind of like if you're watching the opening of a movie, and it's like, hey, where have you been? I've been looking for you for 20 minutes, and we're supposed to just assume that the game is introducing character information to us, I think, I
Right.
guess. Because I'm just going to say I've never
But
seen
it's-
you before.
Which is, it's weird to do that with dialogue options. Like, I
I've seen you
understand,
before.
Sire Hat
like,
goes for you
scripting that
already. You
interaction,
must be
but...
slow.
Yeah.
If it wouldn't even wait for you.
Well, if you'll let me, I'd better go
I
after
think
it.
she's a
You
fey
can wait
creature.
here and
You'll
behave.
get lost. I would never forgive myself if I let you go through without the map.
She's,
have a
she's
map of the
clearly
swamp?
like a
Not
pixie.
anymore. I'm giving it to
Yeah.
you.
You should really stay
I
here.
mean-
It's dangerous. There's been a murder.
Yep.
Although I
Yeah,
suppose you
there's a
know
lot of
all about it
mischievousness
already.
going on
They're
here.
saying it was the creature. But it can't be him. He doesn't seem like a killing sort of creature. No,
All right.
He's a different sort of creature.
Wait.
Oh,
What do
yeah.
you mean? If you...
Wow.
She disappeared.
And I thought we'd be able to
Alright,
ask
so now-
substantive questions.
Is an opportunity for a photographic memento. The two characters are an explorer and Boggy himself. Are they fighting?
Are they
All
are
right.
they fighting or are they, you know?
All right, hold on. We have a visitor. We have our
Delighted.
chunky princess, Sheriff the Cat.
Chunky princess.
Ooh.
Hold on, we need to just do a quick momentary kisses.
Yeah.
All right, so where was this clue that we got, or was it just like a mention?
I genuinely don't know.
Ah, I see. We have a map. Ah, nice. A wooden
Handled
board shows an
roughly.
image of Baki being handled roughly by a man dressed as an explorer. And now,
Being mandled.
in the court of silliness, this is hard evidence.
That's right. Yes, clearly.
I mean,
All
I
right.
would suggest, I would assume that it being a tourist attraction implies that like he's part of Boggy's shtick, right? Like he's the heel or
clue.
something.
It's an
The-
old
it's
statue
all-
of Boggy. His feet are
Kayfabe?
hidden in a bucket of murky
Kayfabe?
water.
I don't know
Yeah,
how
right.
to say that.
K for Bay.
The fence that seems to
Kayfabe.
surround this entire area. I still don't quite understand why we have a tourist attraction here. Don't forget to use walk mode to move around.
Oh, they're absolutely doing Danny Elfman. Do you hear the la la
Just
la
my
la's going
luck,
on?
the
Yeah.
gates
A la
Is that,
Beetlejuice.
is that an Elfman? Oh,
Yeah, it's an
Looks like I
Elfman
can
staple.
move these metal latches
Beetlejuice,
around.
sure.
Oh my God. Do we have some puzzles?
yeah.
Sheriff,
Here's
here's a
some
puzzle.
puzzles. Here's some puzzly puzz.
Can we get Sheriff to do a puzzle for once? I
Is
feel like
this
she hasn't been pulling her weight.
this is a length of chain puzzle?
I should just have to slide at least one of them out of the bottom of the lock. Then I'll be able to get through. Probably.
Oh my
Ooh.
God.
That physics!
That's actually fucking.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
that is non-trivial.
Hey, nice. I might get one of
Okay,
those.
well, I mean, the puzzle is trivial. The programming is
Yeah.
non-trivial.
Yeah,
This
wait
is
a
the
minute.
tourist attraction?
Why was that so easy? Wait, hold on.
I mean, that was a joke, man.
Is
Well,
there
the
going
thing
to be more? Are there going to be more of those?
This is the Unity spring and joint physics system. I've worked with that one a lot. Let me tell you, if you yoink it hard enough, it goes. All right.
The whole thing just doesn't make sense to me.
Oh my God, are you looking at the screen?
Let's do some thinking.
Let's
Drag
think as
any
hard as we
two
can.
stray thoughts into those slots at the
It's
bottom.
a
Oh,
straight
sick.
thought interface.
Put the thoughts
And
in the
flip through
slots.
the
Make a
connecting
thought.
statements in between to make a sentence. Tap the confirm button to try it out. I just have to focus my thoughts
Okay.
and reach a conclusion. Boggy's
God
bog
damn, this is me all
seems
day.
like the middle of nowhere.
Okay, so
My beard.
That little girl.
swamp
Murder beard?
Okay.
is too stupid for a
Oh, this
tourist
is cool.
attraction to have happened.
To be so
The
smart.
swamp is too stupid for the tourist attraction to have happened. What is that
Sean,
supposed to mean?
Can we,
Come on,
can
this
we
is
have-
how I talk. I talk
Sean-
this way.
Can we just have some fun with this interface for a moment?
Yeah, you got it. All right,
Like my beard is way too big for Officer James.
oh, yeah, it's way too
Awesome.
big.
My beard is way too big for that little girl to murder someone. I'm losing my mind here.
Very good.
Sanity meter has ticked down.
Oh no.
All right, so let's see. To murder someone, to make any money, to be so smart, to have happened, to murder someone, to make money, to be so smart. So it's just, wait, is there just three? Warm, remote, stupid,
Remote,
big.
stupid,
Warm,
big.
remote, stupid, big.
And remote seems like incredibly specific.
Yeah, see, Boggy's Bog, it seems like it's in the middle of nowhere, so Boggy's Bog tourist attraction is far too
Wait,
remote.
I think I know what it is. The swamp is far too remote for Boggy's Bog to be smart. To be so smart.
The swamp is far too remote for the tourist attraction to be so smart. Ooh, that's nearly right.
Whoa, nearly
Who
right.
would come here for a vacation?
A frog?
Oh, to make any money.
Oh, there
The
we go.
swamp is far too remote for the tourist attraction to make any money. It's really bugging me.
Now, I'm in. I love it. I absolutely love it. But Sean, you actually do things with narrative, and I've never done that in my life.
No, I'm feeling a like that didn't feel like doing a thing. That felt like solving a puzzle. That looked like sort of like finding some fill in the blank answers that were extremely pre-designed. It didn't. There was no like coming to a conclusion represented there. That was just like
My suspicion is that was to show us the interface, and that
that's a little tutorial.
later, because it literally didn't let us advance, and just gave us clues as we failed. I couldn't even close that, so...
So far, the number of
story
things
behind
that
this place?
that have been very simple that we are hoping will be representative of less simple things is 2.
Right, that's correct.
Apparently, there's a museum to the left and a cafe to the right. I'm not hungry, though. This place is putting me off food.
Doink.
Note to self,
Don't fall in.
there's a hollow part of the tree right at the front, but it's too dark to see inside.
You just earned an experience point with that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I actually really like this sort of thing, because
Yeah.
I feel like one of the most...
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to make a claim.
Yeah.
that I'm going to share after I turn down the music a little bit because it's just a wee bit loud. Which is that, like, I what is it that's bothering my ears?
I think it's the ambient.
Yeah. Yeah, like, okay, so I feel like there's only like 5 or so things that you're ever trying to experience in a game for fun. They're things like progression or growth, you know, like various forms of progress, surprise, you know, there's really basic things. And I've said many, many times on the show that I feel like if you make the goal really clear, you can almost make the obstacles and the tools that the players have as complicated as you want, as long as that goal is abundantly fucking clear. And I feel like, well, I feel like it encapsulates why we hate these games. Because it's like, what the hell are we supposed to do? It's not even like, how do we overcome this fucking obstacle? It's like, what is the goal here? Are we trying to convince, you know, the milkman to deliver milk to this person so they'll leave the door? Like, we have no idea. And then sometimes we just make progress. But this is like a detective trying to solve a case. You can imagine if it's something like Nancy Drew, where you can ask any person about anything in your entire notebook. The combinatorics are so big that it becomes anti-progress. It feels random. It feels like there's no clarity. But like, this is a really simple way to make it feel like I'm doing something. You look at stuff. So I've looked at the hollow tree, but is there something else? Oops, here.
There's more stuff at the entrance, and I bet that we can't discover all of it now. But there is very much a.
No,
we did fill it all.
Every time you click on something, it goes like ba-ding. So I heard 3 ba-dings and made the assumption. So here we just need to like look at other things. Is it?
Those trees are more dense. It's like a forest back there. Those trees. It's a fork.
All right, so we don't actually know what else to look at.
He made a game design joke. He said it's a fork in the road. It's non-linear.
Else. I think Officer James said it was to the west.
Dude, thank God for shit like that, man.
These flower petals seem a little out of place, lying on the ground over there.
Huh. This is a weird framing, isn't it? Because, like, don't you want to see more of what's behind that trunk?
Well, let's see where the next thing is.
Can we walk over there? I feel like, that's where we're going to end up.
All right, so I got to go back, and you know what? I got to take a peek at this.
I should visit the crime scene.
Right.
I think.
I should visit the. I think. I should visit the. I think.
Jesus. Yeah, our game is kind of like Thunderdome for independent voice actors.
There's a narrow path here leading up that hill and through the trees. It doesn't look I'm not sure it's part of the tourist attraction.
Oh.
All right, so there's a path up here.
This area is kind of empty. I can't see anything worth writing.
So if I go to my notes,
this area is kind of empty.
All right, so let's get back down here.
Okay, I do have
sitting in the
a
water.
nit to pick, which is that it is a bit sparse per room here, you know?
Right.
Yeah, and from like a intro to a game perspective, I feel like you want some density right off the bat.
Yeah.
Or some intrigue or some mystique or some draw or some
there
hype or
was
some
a
pop.
murder.
Yeah. And I would not be surprised if characters are going to be in these locations throughout.
Right.
So, this is where they found Remington's body.
Wow, let me tell you something. That person was either wearing a hat or had the largest nose that has ever been on a head.
I think that's a nose.
I mean, let me tell you, when this guy wants to go around the swamp, he just sits in the canoe and tilts his head back and uses the nose as a sail.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's got both a hat and a nose.
He has both of them.
Why am I here?
You guys, I think Boggy did
window
it.
above Remington's body.
Yeah, I think case closed.
One
right?
of the curtains
like,
is ripped,
Can we just
hanging on the outside. I can't get in here without a key, and I don't feel like kicking the door down.
I have tender feet, and I'm a coward.
Maybe if I get desperate later on. There are bizarre footprints with 3 toes leading up to the office door and back down into those reeds by the water.
So someone went up, knocked, and then came back down.
There are bizarre footprints and...
So what's this thing? Here's the police file. Map of the tourist attraction Boggy Bog. Generously
That's
donated by
cool.
the mysterious little girl. I'm exploring the swamp. I can access my map from the map button.
I actually think that map is super tight.
Yeah, let me tell you, maps are cool.
Cool map. Yeah.
Maps are really, really pretty cool.
Done.
I can't make...
Do we have our next, I think every game, Dradog, by the way, happy 7 years, and also, new suggestion for the wiki. Every single game that we play should have a sound effect that plays whenever you get texted, which in this game might be...
maybe...
Now, Lee, in Grim Fandango, what is the line that always plays?
You
I don't wanna
mean-
mess up my blade?
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
mess with my blade. Yeah.
Yeah, what about the dig?
Would it be something about like just want to make sure we're all safe, or like just got to get us all home safe, or is it something else?
Maybe it should be from the climax. My gosh, you need to do it, Boston Low. You're doing it. You've done it. You've saved everyone. Oh, that's the best. Wolvie Game says, Brinkstead. What are some of the best quotes from any Mostly Walking game that we played? Because, like, obviously, in Gabriel Knight, it would be legs. Like, that would be so good if it's just like, legs. Oh, shit, my bank account has been, it's a fucking fraudulent transaction. Legs. Like, I would love that. That would be so... oh, yeah, go back upstairs. That's our quote.
Upstairs.
Oh, yeah, then there's Ya of Oozle. That's a good one.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Vuzel.
Vuzel.
Yeah, Vuzel's very good.
I took a mint.
Do you wanna give me another game, and I'll try and come up with what the catchphrase was?
Sure. Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis.
I was thinking about that.
Something about a Microtor for sure. No, I mean I'm thinking of the DJ Orichalcum song, but that's not from the game. That's from
Yeah.
one of our many fans. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
So
it'll put a Microtor through a wall. It's a hinge pin, baby.
or perhaps the German accent of the arch villain. Looking comfortable, Dr. Jones. We're all fucking tied up. Oh, it's so good. Oh yeah, and then want some rye? Of course you do.
Oh, you do.
Now before any of you step in, we need to think of some maybe the seventh guest. Is there a good one in there?
Seventh guest.
Oh.
A lot of that was just like little like dinner theater stuff, and then screams, right?
Yeah. It was absolutely
There were a lot of
public
screens.
access television, and then puzzles that are in Reader's Digest. Like that was that
Yep.
game.
That was that game.
Yeah, that was a good one. What about Riven? Is there any good dialogue in Riven?
Ooh, Riven would be
And actually, gamers here who are live, you can feel free to help us out.
There are... and... I can't get in here.
There's not a lot of talking in Riven.
There's an open...
No, there's not. I
I think it would mostly
there's
be.
a little bit.
I think it'd be like a squeaky hinge.
That's right. There are a lot of those.
Let's get this investigation started.
Oh, Pontiffs, the seventh guest has the no. You try to do some. All right.
Not in town.
Alright, let's see. Another suspect for my notebook.
Detective
That's a
Sad Boy.
No, I'm sorry.
We have a
Did I
deep
say
shirt,
that bit out
don't we?
loud?
Maybe not. Maybe
Yeah.
I can hear your
I mean,
thoughts.
that seems to
So
be
would
the
you be able to answer
style
my
of
questions
the
before I asked you?
of the
Would you
country.
be able to question my answers before I tell you?
I could try.
I'm Bobby Burl, professional cameraman. Pleased to meet you.
I'm Detective Grimoire. I'm here to investigate last night's murder. Obviously.
They definitely have kind of a
Grimoire.
NPR
Strange.
sound to their
Is that your
recordings.
first name?
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
Wait, we have to solve our own name?
I think it's just flavor.
Okay.
I do too. I can't imagine that this would have any impact on anything.
All right. Is that your first name?
I like the first one or the third one.
I
I think the first one because it's sillier.
Yeah.
It's actually my 23rd name, but it's the one I like the best.
All right. Oh,
What?
hell
Jesus.
yeah. Okay, so
What the fuck?
this interface could, on one hand, use a little bit of clarity work, but also, I gotta say, I love this shit, man. Are you fucking kidding me? This is
No,
it.
I hear you.
So you already told me what you do, but now, why would a camera?
But I just watched Nightcrawler, so
I go where I'm needed. Vincent wanted to come to the swamp, and I was happy to help.
who's Vincent?
Vincent Vanderpeer. You mean that man standing on that rock over there?
That's right. I've worked with him for many years.
Is he your boss?
Oh, I don't know about that. We work together. He's tried to film here before, but he never got permission until about a week ago.
Oh, really? But
Okay.
why did you want to come here in the first place?
If you're looking for a reason to write down in your notebook, I'm sure he can tell you if you ask him. I'm just
Where's
the
the
guy
man?
who carries around the camera.
You always
Yeah,
carry that camera
okay.
with you?
Most of the time.
Yes, I'm the cameraman.
Yes, I'm the cameraman. All right.
Look at
so-
these gooey suspects. Look at these two-legged gooey boys.
Dude, the expressiveness on these, like, this is one of these
Yeah.
you didn't have to do this, but you did it, and I love it.
You were here yesterday, I presume?
Yeah.
Last night?
It makes
Yes, I
our
was.
suspect look
Here,
incredibly
in this clearing?
suspicious.
No, I was over at the cafe getting something
Like
to
to
eat.
give him that.
Richard
that
Remington
sort of
was there,
chin
too.
Stroking.
Remington?
Yeah.
You saw him last
Frame.
night? Just before the murder?
That's right, I saw him. He left the cafe looking rather ill. I offered to help, but he just wanted to go back to his office. He looked like he had a lot on his mind.
He was ill yesterday?
Perhaps it was something he ate.
I want the option that's all in lockdown, that's completely behind chains, you know?
Well, and what's in the middle?
That's what I think. That's what I. Oh, you mean those? Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's like, it's definitely a strange mechanism they've created there. Of it's like a UI.
You should ask
DIY.
someone.
Ask him. Yeah, yes. Ask him what he thinks about Boggy. But you got nothing. Never mind.
Try showing it to somebody different.
I just want to meet Boggy. I just want to hang out with Boggy.
Prolific cameraman.
Boggy hasn't
With
officially
it-
been cited in over 60 years.
So
Yeah, but like,
I'm
is
realizing
his
that we can
home.
go and we can select people and say, like, sort of advantage.
Not
We can
suspicious.
actually change the configuration, and then
Right.
when I go to this fucking nerd, I can present
A prolific camera.
the
With-
profile to them with a particular configuration. That's interesting.
And you think
Yes,
that like
do you have a message
they
for me?
they could that
no,
could
I
essentially
don't
be saying,
think
hey,
so.
isn't this
Yeah, yeah.
suspicious?
Why are you here?
This thing that I
I'm
have marked as
incredibly
suspicious.
busy.
You don't look it. Who are you anyway?
What a question. You're serious? I am Vincent Vanderpeer,
The famous movie director?
What?
the artist, the visionary, the auteur. I'm a man of many talents.
This is like our second blowhard movie director in a row.
Wait. Oh my god, that's right. The one that we in Norco, I completely forgot about that.
Oh my god. That was
Yeah.
so long ago.
What a memory.
It's like, oh, you know what? Our game could use a Cecil B. DeMille reference.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's needle him. You know, can we just
Alright,
be a
needle him.
prick? Let's just be a prick.
I heard your work
is
sucks
going
more
downhill
now.
lately.
You're in my light. Could you take a few steps back, please?
You didn't mind too.
But then I'd be too far away to talk to you.
We do a little bit of a spasm.
Can anyone just walk in here and start filming?
My eyebrows. Oh, we could like. I see. Every
Oh, I
time we
see.
come in here, it looks like a different part of our face gets open for questioning.
Vincent.
A ghost.
Yeah, Vincent Vanderpeer only recently got permission from a ghost to film here in this
From Richard Remington, who owned the swamp.
Vincent Vanderpeer only recently got permission from Richard Remington to film here in the swamp.
Who
I
is
wonder if
now
Mr.
a ghost.
Vanderpeer has
That's
been
what I
breaking
was
rules.
saying.
Or maybe he'll have an excuse.
The challenge topic will now be available when talking to Vincent to find the truth.
Oh. Challenge unlocked.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I love his undershirt. I think it's so great. His sort of devil may care, devils may flame kind of undershirt.
So I see. So if I talk to him,
I love his posing. I love that he's just like.
I heard
Up
this
there
isn't
on
the
this-
first time you've tried to film here.
Where?
Well,
In the swamp? What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
yeah, Remington has denied you filming in the past.
Is that a fact? Do we know that? Did that come from anywhere?
Yeah, that came from the other guy. He's like, yeah, he's tried to film in the past, but only got permission here recently. But
because otherwise we could do a thing where we just say something we
Remington
suspect,
has
and then he'll
denied
say,
you the
"How did you
film
know?"
permission
And then
in
we
the
say,
past.
"You just told me."
That. Nothing but the natural process of being in a profession like mine.
Every conversation.
situation
That should be
simply
the formula
requires the
for
right
every single
approach
conversation.
before the gears start turning smoothly. You understand, I'm sure.
Why did Remington not want you filming here? And why did he change his mind?
It wasn't even up to him. This area is protected, you know. There are certain rules, certain regulations. I encounter this kind of thing all the time, really.
That doesn't explain why he changed his tune. It's a little suspicious.
Why would you say that?
A famous movie director suddenly gets his way.
okay,
You know
what?
you know what this game feels like? An educational game. Like this feels like a good educational game.
I
Yeah.
wonder how that happened. Time to use my notebook. Just drag an item onto the paper to draw the idea.
Use my note.
Pick it up and put it in your purse. Oh, you can draw! Look at that.
Money?
It's so cool.
Right. That's the one. I think
I
you
knew I was
bribed
thinking of
Remington to
money.
get filming rights.
Well, bribe is a strong word. It was just a little arrangement between friends.
Why do we know
Nothing
this?
worth getting upset about.
I don't know, and
simply
also,
promised
doesn't
him a
this
cut of
just
my
sound
next
like
movie's
business?
profits. It
Like
made
actual
sense,
normal
since
business?
he owned the area anyway.
Yeah,
Just
right. No, I think
favor for a favor.
bribe is
So you would've owed
actually a
him money.
strong word for
Only
what
a
is
small
happening here.
percentage, simply
It's
out
an
of
exchange of
courtesy,
goods and services.
and not
isn't
for
it?
a long time either.
A little quid pro quo, you might say.
A tit for tat.
$5 for $5 value worth of items.
What's a
Ooh.
famous guy like you doing in a place like this?
Quite. I'm sure you're thinking, why doesn't he send an assistant? But that's not the way this director works.
His head looks like
What
a
are you
bottom
doing?
feeder.
I'm feeling, I'm experiencing, I'm discovering.
He's got
this
such a
area,
prominent
the
beard.
history, the
It's like
atmosphere. It's the perfect setting
It's
for
kind
my
of a
next film.
filter, like
I'm
a
on
filter
scouting
feeder
mission
thing going
to get
on.
to know this swamp before I begin work.
It's a Baleen
on the
beard.
latest
Baleen
masterpiece
beard,
in a
100%.
string of masterpieces.
You're making a movie about Boggy. About the swamp creature?
Of course, he's a fascinating individual, isn't
Called
he?
All About Boggy.
So mysterious.
No idea. I haven't met him yet. Is that your cameraman over there?
Yes, that's right. Bobby Burl, my faithful right-hand man. Well, faithful
Sorry, did you
enough,
say
know.
Boggy Burl?
No, I don't.
Bobby
know.
Burl.
He's an expert cameraman.
Bobby
Really
Boggy.
knows his trade, of course, but he gets a bit muddled when it comes to priorities.
Like how? You mean he's lazy? He doesn't look lazy. He looks a bit scary.
Oh no, nothing of the sort. He just has a little hobby that sometimes distracts him from his work.
Ooh.
But I wouldn't want anyone else shooting for me.
All right.
What is
Were
this
you
hobby
working
exactly?
yesterday?
Yeah.
Here in the swamp, I mean?
Indeed, I was working. Very hard indeed. Well into the night.
Hard work, is it? Getting to know the swamp?
You jest. But yesterday I was getting even
You
more involved
jest.
than usual. Yes. Difficult to comprehend, I know.
So what kind of work
Whoa.
were you doing?
Well, I was, unable to find my faithful cameraman last night.
Doing
He pulled
asshole
himself
stuff.
quite
Oh, shit.
completely from view.
Oh.
Bobby Burl, right? Did you need him to film for you?
Always. But being a resourceful type of man, I stepped up and took on the responsibility myself. I was filming in this exact area, in fact.
You were filming? Last night? Here?
Yes.
In this area?
At the time of the murder,
Did
I
you
believe.
film a
But
murder?
wait, I know what you're thinking. Now, don't forget, I'm not here to shoot some experimental documentary. I have no interest in late-night surveillance footage.
Did you see anything at all? What is it you were filming?
Okay, but you did.
The water. I was
You
filming
did
the
shoot
water.
it, though.
It's a fascinating subject, one that has me captivated to the point where
So, you didn't see anything useful? Got excited there for a minute.
Nothing useful to you, my good detective, but there are some odd sounds on the audio track. Nothing but wild animals going about their nighttime rituals, I'm sure.
Wear headphones.
Okay, maybe we
I should
don't
ask
need
the
to listen to
cameraman.
that.
We don't need to listen.
All right, so Bobby Burl doesn't explain why.
Do you want to hear some animal rituals? Because it sounds nice. A sense of dread.
What are the other?
A sense of dread doesn't explain why the night sky was nowhere to be found last night. My lost hat lied to me because Officer James was the murderer.
I feel like working backward is good. What is the most pertinent of these conclusions?
I mean, this is true.
Vincent Van de Peer told
is
me
good.
that Bobby Burl was
Oh,
nowhere to be found
trivia.
last
You know,
night.
my
Simple
clues
enough.
is
What was Mr.
plural,
Burl
which
doing
is
last
weird because
night
it doesn't
when he
work with
couldn't
the
help out his
singular,
boss?
you know,
Yeah.
Which is how
What?
I sort of
tensely.
figured that it was not correct.
Exactly.
Oh my God! Footage recorded
Hey,
last night. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Sean, if you rip a clang, I'll outcry. But if you blast some creaking, then I'm gonna have to thud.
Lee lied to me because Sean Bow played a game last night. Am I doing it? Am I doing
think
it?
you're doing it.
All right. Footage recorded last night at the exact time of the murder, filmed by Vincent Van de Peer. In the clearing on the west side of Swamp Cay, there's nothing to see, but various clues can be heard on the audio track. Listen to them in order. Tap on a sound to hear it play.
What is the order? Does it go? See, I would have said it goes creaking, outcry, blast, playing, outcry, ripping, thud, clang.
All right. So the door opened, right?
Door opened, or somebody stepping onto the pier.
Don't we know the literal order in which these play?
Yeah. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can see it moving across this little knob here.
Oh, I did not notice that. That's good.
Was that
Hey.
a zipper?
What is it? Sheriff, come here. Dude, this cat has been so annoying lately. No, it's like you just want love and attention because you're my friend. Like, what the fuck, dude? All right, so yeah, here you can lie in my lap. It's all good. Here you go. Okay. Well,
Catamaran.
Okay, so first this opens up
Okay.
where there's surprise.
Is that a gunshot? Sounds a little balloon poppy.
Extremely mild gunshot.
Ugh,
What is
Jesus.
that noise?
That sounds like a meat body being hit with a gun bullet.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
so then this is the tear in the
Yeah,
On
that's
the-
the zipper, right? That's where the pants come off.
But that's the fabric in the window.
yeah.
So he fell out the window, grabbed onto the fabric,
Yeah.
ripped it, thud, clang.
See, I like
Wait, what's the last clang?
yeah. So I don't know what the clangs are.
Yeah, okay.
This right now just sounds like a lo-fi haunting.
Yeah. Oh, I love you too, Sheriff. Dude, I love this. It's so good. All right, cool. All right, so let's find out what's
Good
up with
kitty.
Bobby Borl.
I heard from Mr. Van de Peer over there that you were nowhere to be found last night.
Didn't I say I was at the cafe?
Yeah, you did. But your director needed you for some filming, and he couldn't find you. What
Look at
were you
our
doing
weird
that was so
posture.
Why
important?
weren't you working for your
Well,
boss at
let's
all
see.
hours of the
After I
day?
ate, I had to walk around the swamp.
I know, right?
I didn't have my camera, so I was free to stretch my legs for once.
But you said you
Where was your
carry the
camera?
camera.
Don't you carry it around with you all the time?
No,
God, he
not
said
all
it.
the time.
Huh. Huh.
Well,
Well,
with Vanderpeer and he used it instead. Is that right? Because we have the footage.
Yeah, yes, that is what happened.
that is what happened.
You left it with Vanderpeer, and he used it instead that night.
That's right, he was looking after that camera. So I went for a late-night stroll. This place
So
is
you could say
beautiful
for
in the
a
evenings.
while last
You
night
just
he
walked
was a
around?
cameraman.
You didn't do anything? Didn't see anyone?
Well,
Didn't
I can't
murder
say
anybody?
that. I have various ways to pass the
Oh,
time.
our
you know.
character hates walks.
I have various ways to pass the time.
Dude, let me tell you, that's what I'm going to say the next time anyone asks me like what I did over a weekend. Like it's way
Various
too
ways to
ominous.
pass the
Various
time.
ways to pass the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vanderpeer
So
said
tell
you
me
had a
about your
hobby on the
various
side.
ways of passing
Is
the
that what he said?
time.
Well, yes, he's right. I brought 2 cameras with me when I came here. I left my video camera, yes, but I have another one. It's much
Yes.
smaller, and it only takes black and white photographs. You know the kind I mean?
A really old one?
Boudoir.
Yes, I suppose so. I've always enjoyed traditional photography, and this place is a wonderful opportunity to take some pictures of a natural environment.
So,
Ooh.
you were having some time off to take black and white photographs? For fun?
Only one
Yes,
photograph.
I just
You
said
have to be
that.
disciplined when you're not using a digital camera.
This conversation
Can I
is
see
like
it?
a Spanish
Of
101
course.
book.
I took it near the woods at the
Yeah,
back
right.
of the swamp. It's quite an interesting shot, but the light qualities weren't perfect. Here we are.
God.
Feel free to take a look.
Oh, that's him saying. I thought the photo was of his smug face. All right. What?
Text box?
Dude, this cat is just being so sweet today. Like, really fucking annoying, but, like, very sweet.
Are you telling me that I can
Knock out
hold
my
this
headphones.
photograph in my hand and look at it? Yes. But I wasn't holding it. That's because you
Wait,
hadn't picked it
what?
up yet.
This is a photo?
I haven't developed it yet. I only took it last night.
And
Just brushed the
it's
developing
black and
fluid over the
white,
photo
like-
to reveal the image.
Scrub it with your finger. Oh, it's Dick Quest
With
Israel.
the developing chemical.
This is not how you do
Oh.
that. I'm
No, not
loving
at all.
All right.
Sean, look
Oh.
at this man. Sean, look at this
All right,
man.
no, I know exactly how we're gonna do it. Yeah.
Oh no. Oh,
No, give me a break.
Oh, I
It is-
know. It's so-
Is that Boggy? The swamp creature just standing in the water?
I love
It could
this
be.
boy.
Personally, I'm not convinced, but I'll let you decide for yourself.
Challenge completed. Sean, could you please take a photo of that little man and put that as my face for a while? Is that something we can achieve?
Yeah, I mean, it's actually quite hard with the current setup, but I mean, I can make it
Oh,
work.
then it's
Okay, now it's easier.
yeah.
All right, so first of all, I need to take this. I need to grab this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Grab that. Yep.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can do this easily. Let me.
Yeah. Let's see if we can do it.
I'm either going to do this, and it's going to be great, or I'm going to dox myself.
Also great.
It's a desktop.
Oh yeah, because your wallpaper is just your social security number, one after another, right?
And let's add a. Oh, actually, if I drag and drop, this should work. So this desktop, Litu Raffalameo. I don't even remember that's how I saved it. All right, let's go ahead and drag and drop. There we go. There you go. I mean, it's easy as
Beautiful.
can be.
Beautiful.
And now if I just pop that down one.
Oh,
Right in
there it is.
Boggy!
Hi
Yeah,
there, it's
yeah.
me. Hey, everybody, I've got a new haircut.
Yeah, let's.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh,
no,
no.
don't worry. I just need to add it to each scene.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Now I'm feeling like myself again here. Hey,
Yeah, there you
hey
go.
there.
Incredibly
me.
good.
Very wonderful. Now, oh. Okay. Now let's solve this murder because I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
Blurred photograph taken by Bobby Burrell Bobby Burrell shortly before the murder. It shows something that looks like Boggy in the swamp at the back of the woods.
That would be me.
being in the photo seems to have long legs. Oh.
Yeah, that's right.
No.
Yeah.
That's genetic, actually.
Something.
My face. They stole my face.
Are these your legs?
My face got stolen, Sean.
Dude, you know, okay, does anyone know what
That's
this
my
sounds
nighttime
like?
hobby.
All right. This sounds like the lawyer that accidentally had the cat filter on, and he goes, "Oh." When he's talking, he goes, "Ah." Yeah,
I'm not really a cat.
I'm not a cat.
There's a narrow path
Why
leading
is
up.
he
It doesn't look inviting.
standing in the water?
So, let's go this way.
There is something weird. You want to hear what I think is weird about this game?
What's weird?
The perspectives we're given are not the perspectives I would have chosen if I were the person walking around. Like, if you go back to that previous screen, we're, like, looking weirdly at the back of the one guy, and then, like, this is not, to me, framed as something that makes a lot of sense.
Oh, he's sitting on the bank. Right. Well, it's not framed. It's not framed as like from a place where a person could stand.
Yeah.
This one really isn't either. Like this is floating above the swamp.
I don't think it's a window, but this hatch is shut at the moment. I can't see inside. This side of the museum is surrounded by blue and red flowers.
Interesting.
I don't think it's a...
Oh.
That's the logo for
Surrounded
Boggy's
by.
Bog. So, I'm guessing this museum is an official part of the tourist attraction. I hope they don't charge an entrance fee. That museum, which... Is it being held up on
whoops.
wooden supports? It's bizarre.
That is bizarre. Why is this voice actor, like,
That
so
museum is
hypnotic to me?
which- Is it...
One of my case
It's
notes.
like, it looks like it's being held up by wooden posts. That's bizarre.
It just doesn't want to open.
The door's jammed and
Sean,
there's
why don't we
glass
go
handles
inside the
everywhere.
museum?
Seems like I can rotate them around.
Rotatus, rotundus.
All right.
Just
have
until
to
the
get
gap
on
in the middle
this.
is clear.
Oh.
Yep. Yes. And then.
Oh my god, I want these puzzles to last forever. Hey, look, it's
so
me later tonight.
Doing what? Your nightly hobbies?
My nightly cowering in a corner, hobbying with a book.
This is a
Various
baby
ways
game
of
for
passing the
babies.
time.
Yeah, it's very easy for me to play and win.
Models of Boggy's Claws. Hold on. What's this? Something doesn't seem right here.
Doesn't?
I think I should try arranging these models into pairs.
Okay. I mean,
Okay.
you do what you gotta do,
Something
buddy.
seems out of
Okay.
place.
All right.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now that A right and B left are like
I don't
you know what
think
I'm
these
saying.
gloves are part of the exhibit.
Those are
It
just
looks like someone
hands.
tried to hide them here.
Oh, so now we have.
Oh.
That's a hell of a way to
okay.
like ditch some evidence.
Yeah. These flippers, they're not part of the museum's exhibit, that's for sure.
I kind of want to make a game like this.
Dude,
Like
yeah.
this feels This doesn't just feel achievable to make.
Yeah, I mean, it has a lot of mini games, which is challenging.
Yeah.
But
I'd better take a look at
Yeah,
this.
I guess it feels like you could get a good. You could quickly get to the place where you're building
This
rooms
journal.
for this
Huh.
game.
yeah,
It's full of
no, I think
drawings
that's
and
true.
notes all about Boggy.
But
It
this
also
is
somebody-
has a lot of internet
It seems to be the
space.
centerpiece of the entire
Yeah, maybe a
museum.
little too much.
a journal recorded
Boggy.
60 years ago by the explorer who first visited the swamp. The only record of Boggy existing contains notes and sketches on the appearance of the swamp creature. Boggy is shown with 3 small claws on each arm. Boggy's
And
feet are
slight
always hidden in
depression.
the water. Yeah. Boggy is suffering from a vitamin D deficiency and every day feels a sense of malaise. Boggy,
Boggy has various subclinical issues.
There seems to be a page ripped from the back. Whoa, page 2?
Boggy
Page
is
2.
also ripped from the back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dude. Do you ever like in between the episodes of Netflix, the screen goes black, you look in the reflection, and there's you on your sofa? You know what I mean? All right.
Right. Sure. Yeah, when you are accidentally backlit.
Apparently,
in the-
this is the exact hat worn by the explorers 60 years ago. It seems everyone is... This is a really
Well,
cramped
but
museum.
he didn't lose the
Just
hat,
one
right?
room?
Like, it's in a museum.
Well, no,
Belongs
That's
because
like
our
the least lost it can be.
protagonist hat was
Yes.
lost, and I thought
That was lost.
Not worth the...
Oh, I assumed that the explorer died, and that's what this museum's about.
It's only recently been moved here to be part of the tourist attraction. That might
Alright,
explain
I've
why it
decided
looks
I'm gonna
so
fuck
Wait,
around and-
what?
This museum was just moved here.
What?
It's
The museum was moved here
Where-
to be part of the museum? Oh, wait.
Where was the museum before?
Hmm.
Because wouldn't the
Apparently the
museum be
museum
in
was
the
found
place
by the
where
explorer
Boggy
many
had been
years
ago.
sighted?
In a different location. It's only recently been moved here to be part of the tourist attraction. That might
So
explain
this is
why
not
it's sort of
Boggy's swamp.
place.
This is the swamp adjacent to Boggy Swamp? Maybe it's kind of
No,
like
this
is it like a California adventure kind of thing?
Remington was an enterprising individual who was
There's a
like,
little
I
door
want
in
to
the
build a
wall here.
tourist attraction.
I think it leads outside.
What can I...
It's
wh-
locked
How
though.
do I theme my theme park?
Some
in
educational
this
facts about... Did you know
Sort of
swamp...
like totally
Let's see here. This journal
an
belonged to the
interesting
explorer.
swamp that I have access to. I'm gonna
Who first discovered
borrow
Boggy in this
the
swamp 60
cryptid
years
from
ago.
some other location
Yeah.
and transplant their entire museum over here and co-opt the legend of this swamp monster in order to attract customers. And
So that's like if there's like a Loch Ness with the Loch Ness monster, and then you're one lock over, and you're like the Loch Bess.
Yeah. Well, I assume that it's like if you actually went to Lake Michigan and then just borrowed all the stuff from the Loch Ness Monster Museum and just put it
Right.
there and was like, this is Lake Loch.
yeah,
Black Loch.
All right, so
Loch, Michigan.
Some
Lock 'em and
education...
load 'em.
That's...
Doink.
Let me guess, you don't...
Okay, all right.
I wonder if that makes you the first tourist I've seen today.
You're
Tourist.
incorrect, Detective.
Oh my god.
hey, look, it's all of our viewers.
I was a detective. Was it my stylish trench coat? My sensitive, inquisitive manner?
It was the clueless expression on your face.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's the one.
Right. That's it. You've done it now. What's your name?
I go by Folder. Agent Folder.
Whoa!
What are you doing?
Look at that pose we have. What are we?
Yeah, that is a hell of a. It's provocative.
yeah, it's very like I'm gonna fuck this notebook later. Like it's real inappropriate. Like look at him. Like he's on the
my
bus
nighttime
drive. No, he's on public transit on his way home. He's looking at the other passengers on the subway. He's like, all right, I'm writing bad things about you in my notebook. Remember, we're a hater today.
I'm writing bad things about you
That's
in
right.
my notebook.
That's right.
So...
Now
if
there's a
no
man who
response
has a
to that.
variety
You
of
don't
ways to
work
pass the
here?
time.
I am a scholar, an academic. I'm here to
No.
research the past and uncover the future.
So, you're visiting the museum for fun.
Fun!
Who
There's
would
nothing
ever?
so simple as fun
A
to be had
museum?
here. I come to this museum night and day to study its secrets.
Holy shit!
Ah, what kind
Yeah.
of secrets?
Wow.
This is
It's
a good
just
game,
a
though.
museum
This is a
about
good game
Boggy,
for
right?
us.
The swamp
Oh,
creature.
yeah.
This is
It's one of the
this
most
game is like
intriguing
a
modern examples of cryptozoology. A fascinating
is a light
combination
fair,
of
isn't it?
scientific fact,
Yes.
wild speculation.
I'm with you on the
This
speculation
this
front.
is a different
Although,
swamp than
come
the
to
one that you
think of
find
it,
in Norco.
People have been
Yeah.
hinting that I should find out about the history of this creature.
A wise suggestion. And you've come to the
I've
right
been
person.
hinting.
My knowledge far exceeds anyone else you might have met so far.
So, you'll help me?
You
know what's kinda
suppose
weird?
I could divulge some of my findings
Interface
with
wise,
you?
this
If you're
game
in
is
the mood
actually
for a little light reading,
more similar
let me
to like
find it for you.
Nancy Drew.
Yeah.
Something for beginners,
Yeah.
at least.
I like that every room is one screen and you never see characters walk around because it's like so much faster to build. You know, I was thinking
yeah.
about
Sure.
that because I want to throw together some prototypes, just some fun shit. You know. So
Dude. Oh yeah. Is it time to start backer quest?
I think it might be. Except I want. Here's the problem.
Yeah.
I don't know that any of our viewers could contribute anything that's as amazing as what we create. So I
Yeah.
think it might just be us quest.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Each of us gets to design a character in the game.
Sure.
I mean, I was assuming it would be the three of us as main characters.
Actually, what if we just had a sort of Frankenstein's monster where each of us designed a limb? Right? So there were 3 limbs, and then, one person gets the other limb, another person gets the torso, and then we also divvy up the face and the hair.
What could it be like mutant detectives? So like, because I would like my limb to be like a lobster claw, something like that.
Yeah.
That's a limb. That's absolutely a limb.
Because my limb, for instance, would be the arm of like a 41-year-old dad that hasn't worked out in a few years. That's just a really kind of soft tube of an arm.
Could my limb be like a unicycle?
Yeah, like a gizmo duck? Sure.
I feel like...
Could my limb be like a collection of ideas and aspirations?
Yeah, I think your limb could be a mini game, actually.
Yeah, that's really good.
How about things that I intend to do for somebody, but then don't?
Yeah, that could be your hair.
Okay. All right. There we go.
Yeah, and then that leads into the haircut story. So great. We got the folders file. Information about Boggy collected by Agent Folder. Boggy's swamp became a protected area after reports of hunting in the area. Boggy's appearance has changed from the original sketches, in which he just really looks like a sad, fat toad. The modern character has simple fin-like arms instead to make him less threatening.
Look at the difference.
No footprints
Look at
were
that.
reported.
First Boggy. Old Boggy is
Take a
such
look.
a mood. Old Boggy is such
Yeah.
Boggy! Oh my god.
Yeah, no,
Old
then
Boggy.
there's this
Okay.
Boggy that's just like so sad.
I like one of those Boggies is definitely Gen Z and one is millennial, but I can't decide which is which.
Dude, no, this is absolutely the Zoomer, and this is the millennial.
yeah. No, I think
this
that's
is the millennial. A millennial, the hallmark of the millennial attitude is that we were raised with all this hope, and it's fucking gone. But if you're a Zoomer, if you're Gen Z, you have always seen things as hopeless, and you're just doing whatever the fuck you want, man. You're having a grand old time. All right, great. Oh god, and then there's this weird.
God, can you imagine? You know how like they raised us to like not break the law and shit. Can you imagine trying to raise Gen Z and being like, no, you can't steal or break the law? And be like, why? Because
These are skulls?
Because it's
Books
wrong.
about-
According to who? This whole system
So much
that's eating the planet.
Yeah. Oh
Remember
my god.
when you were born and we told you that the planet was dying and sorry?
It's a Boggy playing the
Don't
piano.
steal.
He's having a grand old time.
Oh.
It's a poster from the old Boggy cartoon show.
So which Boggy?
The old Boggy how, like...
That was introduced at the start, right?
Boggy has such a following.
He has such a footprint.
I didn't realize the cultural, like,
That museum, which
Cachet.
cachet.
Touche.
All right. Can I not fast travel?
Oh, I guess not. There's that orphan location near the outside office that we have not been.
You orphan, bro?
Wait, that's I assumed was inside, but let me.
Oh, that makes a tremendous amount of sense. Yeah. Yes.
Oh,
Ah, you've arrived at a bad time, my friend.
echoes, rasp. Oh
They
my
don't
god.
actually want tourists walking around this place.
I
You've
always
met with
arrive
a
at a bad
terrible
time.
fate,
It's what I
haven't you?
do. I'm a detective, not a tourist.
My apologies. It's just You have the same wide-eyed expression as the kids that come here. Running around, spending their parents' money. You know.
Well, it's
I
not
don't know.
every day I visit a swamp full of such unique specimens.
It's no problem. You're just thinking what we all thought when we arrived for the first time.
Why didn't they put in a bathroom?
No, you're thinking, this place is beautiful. What a lucky man I am to be here.
I am I? Well, if you say so.
MMI.
Edward Everstone, at your service.
That's a pretty cool name. Can I call you Ed?
You don't need to. Everyone just calls me Echo.
Oh, yeah. Why? Because it gives you an elevated sense of purpose, man.
Piece of
Well,
shit.
Yeah. Let's.
Fuck you.
Is there an option to spit on his face? Just like, ugh.
Why? Because it gives you an elevated sense of purpose?
Because you think your friends like you piece of shit.
Because I always come back. Again and again, until my job is done.
Your job, let me tell you, this guy's he's like a total Sigma.
You're protesting, right?
I certainly am. And now that you're here, I'm getting you involved.
What does that mean? Yeah, I haven't got time to hold up signs for you. I'm sorry.
You simply have to hear my message and take it with you.
I
Go
feel like
ahead.
all the
I'm
world
all
is
ears.
this guy's
Plus,
stage, you know
have
what I
a
mean?
notebook.
Yeah.
What was the first thing you felt when you saw the sign for Boggy's Bog looming over you?
Well, I thought it
Not
was...
thought, felt.
I felt... Well, something seemed wrong. There wouldn't be a tourist attraction in the middle of a swamp like this.
Is there
shouldn't
gonna be kissing?
My job is done. Clearly your
Ooh.
brain is working perfectly, Detective.
So you're against the tourist attraction?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, let's see. You'd rather this area was kept as a natural habitat, right?
Right again. And that precise word, habitat. First and foremost, I'm protesting for animal rights.
Well, okay, I'm following you, but it's not like they're cutting down trees or anything like that, right?
All animals deserve the right to live in peace, and I promise you, on a normal day, this place
Dude.
is far from peaceful.
What?
Are you talking about the swamp creature? About Boggy?
What?
A creature like that. He's earned the right to be left alone. We're fools to invite ourselves into his home like this on a daily basis.
Oh, they're exes.
Assuming he's not going to mind.
Yeah.
Assuming he'll keep to himself and let us walk around with
Assuming
his face
he'll
on our
remember me.
t-shirts.
Well, I agree. I think he should be left alone. But like you said, he can probably handle himself. And if no one has even seen him in 60 years, I don't really see the problem.
Unlike you, Detective, I never had an academic calling in life. I was never even a talented artist or musician or anything.
Updated. This
So
guy
instead,
sucks.
I made the decision to stand up for those who were getting a raw deal.
Okay. Last night.
You come here every day.
Yes, I do.
Well, I'm only going to ask you about one of those days. What were you doing yesterday evening?
I was here at my protest spot until fairly late.
What a transition.
Then I went to get
Yeah, I
something
know,
to eat
that
at
was really
Harper's
good.
Cafe
Yeah.
Before I...
Wait,
You eat breakfast
you ate
every
at the
day.
cafe
right?
here?
Well, I'm gonna ask you about one of
supporting
those
a tourist
days.
attraction like that kind of go against your protest?
A man has to eat, doesn't he? I don't think the meager contributions of one person are going to keep this place afloat. Especially now.
And you're sleeping here? Doesn't it get cold at night?
Well, I came prepared, of course. I usually find myself with one or two extra
He's
layers
fully
to wear.
paunched.
Most of this bulk is padding,
Yeah,
I
oh, yeah.
promise you.
I'm sure
Yeah, he is deeply
so you stayed
ponchoed.
here the whole
Paunched
night?
up.
That's right. And I admit I may have heard some stranger than usual sounds floating around the swamp last night.
What kind of sounds?
It's impossible to say.
A gunshot?
This place feels
Because there
the
was a
most terrifying
gunshot.
sounds
Did
at
you hear
night.
perhaps a clank?
Hundreds of animals,
And a
some
thud and a
tiny,
rip?
Some much larger.
Do you hear kind of a,
awaken and make their own protests
Oh,
every night until the sun
I am not a
rises
cat.
in the morning.
Insects make noises at night. Okay, I've written it down.
present a raging clue. Riddle me this, Batman. Melty swamp guy. Film footage, black and white swamp guy.
We could ask about the film footage because it has the same kinds of sounds.
I'm
Or
afraid
it has
I
sounds
have...
on it. Nope. Never
No.
mind.
Show it to somebody else.
Damn.
That's actually
No thanks.
not in town.
not in All right, time to just continue to explore.
Yeah. Keep going.
Cafe, museum. Whoa.
Hello?
Sorry to interrupt. I can see
Ooh.
that you're hard at work.
You weren't here yesterday.
Did you miss me? Let's be a
Yeah,
pig.
I guess
Oh, that's
yeah,
actually
yeah.
fucking sick.
You're the detective, right?
I'm a detective.
So,
Interesting.
that was your head I saw blowing through here.
You spotted it too.
If you're good at your job, you may have realized that it's kind of dead around here. So, I generally notice magical floating detective hats. Oh, and don't worry, you look better without it.
What?
How do you know?
Hell yeah. It's not passing the Bechdel
have
test
a good
anytime soon.
What do you call? What is it in the dating games where it's like someone you could romanceable? Is she romanceable?
Romanceable, yeah.
We all look. This is a show. This is a show for people who watch shows, and when people watch shows, they wants to know is this person romantic?
Is this person?
Are
yeah,
these
that's-
secondary characters gonna hitch up? Perhaps a dating contract?
I didn't expect to see someone your age working in a place like this. But then again,
I'm
I
looking
didn't
for
expect there
what
to be
I'm
a place
looking
like this
for
in a place like
is
this.
a very
I only started
suggestive
working
fade
here
to
this year
black
anyway.
and back.
It's
That's what I
temporary.
want
Yeah.
in my
Just
games.
running the gift shop.
I'm just
a little
saying
extra
that
money.
this
Don't ask how I ended
animation,
up
this
here.
character
I'll save that question for a
dramatically
different
changes
day.
the
You
tone
don't
of the
seem
entire
at home
game as
here
I have understood it.
exactly.
I
Because
hate
of how
it.
she kind of
Thinks
undulates
it's
and sort of
disgusting.
presents.
Come on. you don't think
Because
it's
what is
beautiful?
that pose?
You would say
That's
that. You
a
only just got
traditional
here.
like kind of
You'll get sick of
primate sort of.
If I
you
wasn't
know.
here, I'd be stuck in my office doing paperwork.
At least at your office, you don't have to bring spare clothes every day.
It's kind of a
It's
it's kind of
impossible
a
with this post-looking
Hawkeye
character.
initiative sort
Shall
of
I?
pose.
It is very much
Oh,
that,
yeah.
yes.
Alright, last night.
It is.
When
I mean,
you
I
have
think
a
it's
moment free from your busy
explicitly
schedule,
issuing a challenge
ask
to
you
the
about
Hawkeye
last night.
Initiative. Like,
I know,
Oh, okay.
but it won't
Yeah.
help. I worked here during the day, then left my gift shop and went home in the evening. Same as every day.
you just leave your
Same
gift
as
shop here
every
when you
day.
go?
No, I put it in my pocket.
Yeah, seriously though, as much as I appreciate sarcasm,
What?
I think I'd get in trouble if I wrote something like that down in my notes.
Well, look, you've noticed the gift shop has wheels, and you're thinking,
you're gonna
"Oh,
get.
she's pretty
Wait,
lazy
you're gonna
to
get in
lying
trouble
around."
for
But
writing
if
down
you
what
want to
a
try
witness
pushing this
says.
thing through the swamp, be my guest.
I mean, we're not
And
hired
I
by
can't lock
anybody,
it up,
right?
So
That's
I
a
just
good
leave it
point.
here overnight.
What is our authority
Nobody's
here?
ever stolen any of this lousy
Detective?
merchandise anyway. I even left my spare clothes here when I went home last night.
You left them here, by the gift shop.
Yeah, it's no big deal. They were all still here this morning. Kind of.
Kind of?
I think someone played a stupid joke, and my spare black leggings were covered in some disgusting swamp slime when I found them in the bag this morning.
Oh my
If
god.
you're going to take my clothes and mess them up, then just keep them.
Boggy,
I don't want
no.
them back. You know what I mean?
Boggy, no. Not like this, Boggy.
Absolutely
Oh,
do.
Boggy.
Oh, Boggy.
What could Sally's what is
Oh,
the
Boggy.
What
What?
could Sally's leggings possibly have to do with the case?
and then these things, and then wait, and then these, and then
They're not part
And
of
wait
the
a minute,
museum
well,
exhibit, that's for
look
sure.
at some leggings.
Look
we
at, he's got
I
it. Yeah,
don't
he's wearing them.
understand.
Oh
That's
my
Boggy.
god.
Look at him. He's
Oh
Look at
my
these things.
god.
I'm a real Boggy. Don't look too close, boys and girls. Don't look too close at my legs.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Yeah, Papa coming back.
It's a humble gift shop wagon.
Let's take a look. Oh,
Ooh, I want the. I legit want these hats IRL.
This thing doesn't seem to belong here at all.
I'm curious about the little Boggy in a flower pot.
That's the hat.
Is that a hat?
You know,
It's some
you know what
kind
would
of
happen if this was
roughly made-
noir.
there's a
If
strange
this was
piece
like
of red
neo noir,
fabric
you
stuffed
know what would
inside.
happen?
oh.
Is we would
I mean,
Two
it's
good
assemble-
things one, I guess.
we'd assemble the entire outfit, and then someone would trap us in it, and then like we'd have to run in the swamp, and people would be like, "There's the monster," and then we'd be like, "How did I become the monster?"
Hey, I became the monster.
So, yo. Look. Check it. And we got here.
I said, "Yo."
I'm checking. What am I
Alright,
checking?
so this curtain piece, fabric found stuffed inside the Boggy costume headpiece, ripped from the curtains at Remington's office, distinctive red swirly pattern.
Yeah.
So I actually think he didn't fall out the window and tear the thing.
Okay.
I think he was maybe killed right there on the dock, and then someone went and teared this thing up. I don't know.
You went and tore it up.
Well, doesn't it? So it suggests that the person who was in the costume is the same person who tore the window, because when they got rid of the costume, they got rid of the fabric with it.
Well, my suspicion is that this photo is actually the fabric is stuffed in there to give it a little volume, so it'll actually like fill up the thing, and then we got the leggings.
That's possible. I don't know if I agree with that.
It's a humble.
My new suspicion, my hunch is that Remington is in the costume.
It's a photo of the swamp entrance, or it could be a painting.
Which means
it's a
I
frame.
think that the
It's a map.
the ecology guy, the protester.
Bonky dolls, bonky
he's my
toys,
suspect.
bonky postcards. Yeah, this stuff isn't half bad. Bonky doll. Brightly. Is there
Boggy dolls.
something behind them?
Yeah,
Right?
it's a
We already
shelf.
found it.
What? There's a two.
Oh yeah, we did already find it,
bonky
didn't we? It's still there though,
bonky
isn't it?
Bonky doll.
Yeah, we
Brightly-
don't
is
want
there-
to take it with us.
Well,
Are you
bonky
crazy?
dolls.
It's
Oh, look.
big.
I clicked enough that it said Boggy's fan club as the achievement.
Amazing. That's
That's
incredible.
sick. A child's hat, nothing more.
All right.
Predictably,
Ooh, it's like
a
a
trash
ship.
can. And I just can't resist taking a look inside. The glamorous
Okay.
life of a detective. My favorite part of the job. Maybe there's something under
Oh.
the trash.
Oh.
Do we get to move trash around?
Oh my
boy
God!
lives
You have
around
no.
the doors.
You have no fucking clue how many Flash games did this shit, dude.
Oh, I made some of them. Yeah.
Oh, look.
Hello, what's this? Just a piece of paper?
Hello.
And they didn't use a cross cutter.
Or something more sinister?
Love it. You love to see
What
it.
could possibly be going on
Are
around
we really
here?
talking about
Wait, was there a page
swamp
two for that?
creature here?
All right. The costume design I brought with me disproves. I found in the trash can explains what. You know what? Before we solve this,
With that girl's green hair and my outfit,
that
you could rule
girl's
the world.
green hair that was hidden inside the weather tomorrow was doing last night.
That girl's green hair that was hidden inside the weather tomorrow was doing last night. I'm losing.
Nice.
I'm
I love
Ever
this.
existent.
So there's the swamp creature and the boggy character. So like we're drawing like a philosophical distinction here between like
We
the
are. No, it's
referent
clear.
and the simulacrum.
60 years ago, somebody claims to have legitimately seen a swamp creature and drawn a picture of it.
Legitimately, yeah.
And then in the intervening time, nobody else has seen that swamp creature, but it has been merchandised all the fuck to hell.
Yeah, so this really, it does have a lot
The
to say
costume
about
design
simulation
I found in the
and
trash can
simulacrum.
explains what Burrow's black and white photo is showing me. My detective's intuition is
showing
kicking
me.
in.
No one
That black
speaks
and
this
white
way.
photograph. I'm not sure.
Look at
I'm
that
looking at the real
photograph.
Bobby here, and I think these designs I found in the trash can might be the answer. I'll ask around, see if anybody knows anything about this. Oh,
Boggy.
and I should start looking for the costume itself. If I can find that, there'll be some
Dark.
pretty impressive evidence.
Yeah,
Oh shit!
Damn.
Chapter 2 time. Damn. Cruising along, cruising.
I have something for you.
Another
I'm a
gift
terror.
already. Where are you keeping all this stuff? You don't even have pockets in that dress.
I don't need a pocket to carry a key.
What key?
I don't know. You could try it on any door you like. Although, I recommend you try it on that office door.
Holy
Remington's
shit.
office?
You mean the only door?
Alright, so do we just... I'm just gonna go. I'm like literally ditching this screen. Fuck this
Let's
screen.
do it. Let's
Screen's,
go.
This is a
let's go
garbage
do the
screen.
thing the little fairy girl told us to do.
Damn, it's too bad you can't arrest children for murder.
Yeah, I mean, we'd have to arrest that child for just crimes, man.
Even though I have the key, this might not be as simple as I'd hoped.
I'm going to need to...
I seem to be floating about 20 feet off the ground.
This door has 2 keyholes. So, which key should I use in each one?
Why do we have so many
What?
keys?
Really?
Yes. Oh, damn it. I haven't solved one of these since I was a baby. Oh, okay.
Wait. It's literally... That's literally... Let me make sure I'm clear. That is a baby puzzle for babies? Did we actually encounter the first baby puzzle for babies?
Genuinely is.
I thought that was just a thing that I said. I didn't realize. Oh.
It's baby's first puzzle. Oh, boy.
I don't understand how that puzzle and that obscenely sexualized woman exist in the same game.
I mean...
I have a great imagination. Now put the star in the star hole. Like, literally, it's not a euphemism. It isn't. We're the mid-movie climax in Idiocracy. Keep going. Don't stop. You're the smartest man in the whole world. Oh my god.
Okay, alright.
Remington's desk is covered in drawings.
Maybe you're supposed to play this with your kid.
It's all about Boggy.
My god. Dude.
Yeah.
Gogglebert says, no idea what I just walked into, but I'm down with it. Yeah, dude, Gogglebert, this is actually a game about your brother, Boggy. This is Boggy's Bog, Gogglebert. I don't know if you know anything about this crime, but I want to let you know, anybody with no qualifications will definitely solve this crime in 3 hours flat.
An ink bottle spilled into his work. I'm sure he didn't do that on purpose.
People don't spill things, after all.
Yeesh, it's a bit of a mess. Perhaps there's something
I'd better
underneath
rummage.
those drawings.
Rummage.
Maybe there's
It's a letter
something
Remington was
underneath.
writing. Before something caused him to spill his ink bottle. My dear fellow, I received your note 2 weeks ago, but have only recently found the time to do the appropriate research on the matter.
Is he doing
I
a
feel
voice
like my
right
time in this awful
Yes.
swamp might finally come to a close.
Okay.
All due to the simple
My
realization.
time in this awful swamp.
May close. I'm going to live in the swamp now. Water animal forever.
But
You could say he was a little walled in.
The rest is obscured. What a tease. It's a letter I received, but I've only...
getting very...
What a tease. With this bogger and these feet.
It's like a
Vincent
attempting
Vanderveer's
a
business
Gabriel
card.
Knight.
There's a couple of numbers scribbled on the back.
It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're gonna go sit down at a computer, and it's gonna be like, enter your passcode. And we're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it'll go ding, and one of these fucking numbers will go up, and my head just has so fucking much dopamine going.
It's a note addressed to Richard Remington. The handwriting is immaculate. Richard, our man of the world. A little help is in order. We're worried that the efforts regarding our elusive little friend might be in vain. Send word when you can. The letter is signed FF.
Fuck.
And attached is a blurry little picture.
Ooh. It's not. You said little in way too sensual a way. And attached is a blurry little picture. Like,
It's some kind of metallic insect. The whole thing is a mystery. I have no idea.
I hate mystery.
It's Richard. Send word when the letter is signed FF.
and wait,
And attached is a blurry little picture. It's some kind of
enticing.
Vincent. There's a map. It's been annotated in a few places.
Okay,
dude, this phone.
that is a good sound. Is it?
It's a letter.
Wait,
My-
we
but
can't see the
oh,
annotations? They sound
It's a
important.
letter. But oh, this is the creepiest office I've ever been in. Ever.
Look, it's the characters from White Shadows.
Hunting memorabilia. Claws, teeth. It would be an impressive collection if it wasn't so disturbing.
Case notes updated. Real fucking creep lived here.
These animals. They're all... They're not...
Dead.
They
I
wouldn't.
don't recognize any of them. These... Something...
I mean, how many animals do
aren't
you
they-
know, dude?
what?
There are signs of a struggle between the desk and the window.
My man's
Some of
never heard
them
of a
look like-
lion.
Rifle.
Yeah, some of
Discarded
them look like
carelessly by the
normal
window.
animals, right?
This
Am
isn't
I
the
crazy?
kind of thing I can ignore.
I think he means he doesn't know them personally.
Oh, I have not met these animals.
Oh my, like that is a great thing to say next time you're in a cabin and there's just like a whole bunch of creature heads on the walls. Like I don't think I've met any of these.
Creature
Have
heads.
you?
They haven't
Yeah.
been properly introduced.
Yeah.
This is the something there's. It's a sharp metal poker for a fireplace.
A
Hidden in the
sharp metal
shadows.
poker.
Something about those 3 prongs. I feel
Ugh.
like I just stumbled across an incredibly important piece of evidence.
I love
Just
when
a
the game
fucking
makes me
super
solve it.
sick important. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's just like, I feel like you definitely see a clue, don't you, user? Dude, let me...
Got a raging clue about those tongs.
Oh my god, fireplace poker. hidden in
Fireplace
rooms.
poker.
Has 3 small prongs on the end.
Oh shit! This is the murderer weapon.
There's a small amount of dried blood on the tips of the prongs. It's covered in a strange liquid slime. The 3 prongs match up with Remington's wounds. Could this be the murder weapon?
Could it be? Could it possibly?
Reasonable doubt. Alright.
It's like we're playing this in easy mode because it's for babies.
Something there. The open window looks over the wooden planks outside. Oh, and on one side, a part of the curtain has been ripped off.
Oh.
I'm gonna.
Okay, but that curtain blowing in.
This is the.
So,
Memorabilia. You're breaking my heart.
something
You're
strange.
shaking my confidence daily.
So we've done these.
What?
Are there any people that we have met whose initials are FF?
Let's look back. Bobby Burrow, Vampire, Agent Folder, FF. Fucking Folder.
Agent Folder. Okay.
Alright. We saw...
Echo's name was Ed. Is that right?
Yeah,
That's
you're right.
This is the. There's.
What if your name was Ed and you
This
told
is-
everybody to call you
there's-
Echo? That's like so.
I probably.
That's like so
Something there's.
funny.
I really
I
liked
probably shouldn't leave
Dollhouse.
until I've
Just
searched
sort
a
of
bit
leaning
more
into it.
thoroughly.
What?
I never watched Dollhouse.
Okay, wait, we need a...
His name was Echo.
These
so-
and I don't. Photos, but one of the frames is empty. Wait a second. What are these pieces on the floor underneath it? This photo is ripped, but it looks important. If I can piece it
This
together,
guy
maybe-
looks ripped, but he doesn't fit in the photo. Oh my god, it's my family history. Oh, I
Okay.
love those sounds.
That's very good.
Yeah.
They were all in World War One together.
No, I mean, that's
oh,
right.
Shit.
That's
Oh
not a fit.
shit.
It's no fit.
Oh,
Oh.
shit.
Wait. How does this work?
I gotta get the door. Damn, son.
This photograph. It's a young Remington.
Holding a Remington. Oh, we lost Leah. Oh, Lee literally has the
Some
door.
other men I don't know.
But yeah, Leah
They're all
said.
holding rifles. Maybe I can ask Harper about it.
Who's Harper?
Good question. Who is Harper? Oh, is Harper the girl? I don't
Have I
know.
uncovered a secret in here?
All right.
What?
All right. Was found at the
And
crime scene.
The poker's not one of our evidences.
My apartment is popping off tonight.
All right. So, let's see. We found something at the crime scene.
Did you find a buggy?
Okay, but I mean, did we didn't find any of these things at the crime scene, right? was a ghost. What's the
If
fourth one?
you want my boggy and you think it's
All of
muddy,
the
come
suspects
on,
murdered
baby,
the
let
victim.
me go. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a
Wait,
Caesar
what's the
idea.
fourth? What's the fourth thing?
So there was a ghost, belonged to a secret society.
Oh, it's that one.
The hunting photo is historical evidence that Richard Remington belonged to a secret society. I'm getting a strong feeling that Remington might be the bad guy in this story. If he wasn't already dead, I would have loved to ask him a couple of questions. I should ask around. See if I can gather any information about his motives for being here.
Chapter 3. Chapter 2 just
that was a quick chapter. You ever like get a book and like there's one of those 2-page chapters and you're like,
yeah,
just make it part of the next chapter. What are we doing?
Stephen King does that sometimes, yeah.
All right, well let's. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hit continue, and I'm gonna autosave, and have the game immediately close. No shit. Oh fuck. Hold on.
Oh fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
Wait, the game closes on.
Yeah. So if you hit escape, the game just fucking closes, dude.
Whoa.
Here, I'm gonna stream my chat to you, so that way the layout stops breaking. Oh, I forgot I had this photo. Now, here's the thing. Normally, we go all the way to 9. We went long last time, so we're going to go short. And I'm kind of basically giving a rationalization. I'm so tired. I'm so fucking sleepy, man. Oh, my goodness. I am just a tired boy. But, I mean, I got to say, Lee, I'm going to come back to your statement. That, yes, this game, it just feels very attainable.
Right.
It's
moving shit along. It's moving shit along. It's doing shit.
Yeah. I think like this would be because I've been looking at, you know, what to do just for fun to make a game that I can put funny text in it, do funny writing.
Yeah.
I could make something like this. I could make a bad version of this.
Yeah.
Dude,
you know.
Yeah, I mean okay, so there's this thing that I feel like is highly underrated, which is how you can actually make a really great creative product without like, if you said, I'm going to try to not reinvent the wheel and not push and not do anything too complicated, it's actually still quite a lot of work and quite difficult.
Yeah.
And you can go a long way. Like this puzzle that we just beat, where it's like, man, if only I could arrange these 10 pieces in a really obvious way to show a photograph. If only I could do that. Yeah, and it's just like, it's kind of a little bit fun. And this isn't even a game where there's lots and lots and lots of rearranging puzzles to do. Like, it's just, there's been like 2. And then we move some stuff out of the way. And it's like satisfying. And all the art in the world, I mean, there's some issues with some of the framing. But it's still like interesting art and an interesting world, and the
I thought you were going to say that all the art in the world couldn't take that away from us.
and that's also true. This is also a very true statement. Yeah, because I mean,
it really is.
It's just one of those games that I feel like reminds me that, you know, in this game I actually looked, it sold like, you know, somewhere between 50 and 100,000 copies according to Steam Spy.
Oh, baby.
And like the sequel game sold even more and was released on a bunch of different platforms, and it's just solid.
Yeah.
And nothing in it is like, I've never seen this before. But it's just like a lot of little nice touches and little nice elements that are just kind of being set together.
And a little mystery. Like, it's telling this little story. And this is a form that I think, as Lee is suggesting, this is a form that you could pretty much recycle to tell a different little story pretty easily.
And then you could name your company something like very simple, like some sort of pronoun. Like you could name it like, I don't know, him interactive or them interactive, or you could even call it, you could even do her interactive, and then
yeah.
That's what this is. That's what this game is missing, is Bess and George.
Like, hey guys, hey Nancy. All right, bye guys.
Was going to be a companion character who would sort of guide us through.
The hat?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's good. I like that idea.
Then it vanished. We cannot even call it on a cell phone.
Devastating. Yeah, that scene. in the most recent Nancy Drew game is one of the funniest things ever. When I stood right in front of that guy and called him, and his character just like fucking T-posed. He just
Yes,
like his
that
eyes
was
went,
that
I'm
was
sorry, I'm
very
not
good.
here right now. Like that's
That's
coding in a
very
nutshell,
good.
man.
It really is.
Well, I can hardly stay awake, so I'm going to
God.
probably have a 9:30 bedtime tonight.
Go
And
to
I'm-
sleep.
I'm browsing foods.
Okay.
Ooh. What should I eat? Like, I'm browsing things like pad thai, pad see pad this, pad that.
Okay, so
you know?
so Lee,
Some
when
kind of a pad.
when do you normally go to bed? Like, for instance, today.
I don't think there's actually a thing there. Like, my bedtime ranges between 9 p.m. and last night was 4 a.m. So,
Okay, so because
very chaotic.
if I ever want to have a nice, delicious meal where I will be glassy-eyed for a few hours, but I'm not too close to bedtime, because if I eat before bed, I just don't feel good. But I wanted to put onto the pile a butter chicken with garlic naan order from an Indian restaurant.
Whoa, butter chicken, garlic. Yeah, that's...
Yeah, because you were naming some
Wow.
things, and I was thinking, Lee,
Yeah.
you might want something that is buttery, but also tomatoey and like spicy, with just bread to just dunk that shit straight to the love handles. That's where they go on me, baby.
Don't get to the love.
And I mean,
handles.
oh,
That's
it's
incredible.
so,
That's just incredible.
and like I
Yeah.
can't eat that because I have to go to bed.
Right.
See, I'm like, right now I'm not on a set schedule, so what that means is, like, last night I was tired at about 11:30, and then I decided to finish Stranger Things, and every episode of that is about 4.5 hours long. So I was up until 1:00,000 and then I slept until noon.
Yeah, no, I actually feel like that in 3 years there's going to be an increasing trend of media disintegration, where formerly, here's my fucking theory that I came up with about 8 seconds ago that's very robust, and it's researched. No,
You call it a thesis.
Yeah. No, I'd like to share with you a thesis. And I say a
out.
thesis because if I say it's my thesis, you can attack me. But if it's a thesis that's external, it has more authority. Okay, so look, I feel like if you went back to 2010, mediums were very siloed. You know, there was like, oh, you want to do an issue of a comic book? Well, it's this many pages per issue.
Okay.
That's like the number. If you want to do something different, there were some differences. Like you could do a 44 issue, or it could be a 44-page comic instead of a 22-page comic. But they tended to have like, it was like a multiple thing. You know, like you could have a 30-minute episode of TV or a 1-hour episode of TV. And if it was like the season premiere finale, you could have a 90-minute thing. But then I feel like what started to happen with digital distribution is all this structure that all these mediums used to stick with, just kind of by virtue of production constraints. Because like, why 22 pages? Because
that's manufacturing. Right?
Yeah,
like that's
exactly. Or like when it comes to television, like if you are trying to distribute your TV stuff through a television cable, there's a very limited amount of channels that can physically fit on a coaxial cable. So if you own a channel, you break it up into chunks, and an easy way to break it up into chunks is by the hour or by every 30 minutes, and then advertising fits in there, right? So there's like all these process reasons for this. But then with Netflix, it's like, yeah, you just fucking have like a 40,
you can do whatever you want.
44-minute episode or like a 52-minute episode. It's fine. It's like, doesn't matter. It's fine.
Right.
And like, I have seen in the last few years these sorts of like drift and dabbles, like Stranger Things, where it's like season 4, where there's like 7.5 hour episodes of television where they're just like, this is gonna fucking blow your mind, and it like doesn't matter because if people tune in, they'll tune in, great. Right. Or I don't know if you ever wind up watching Fear Street, Shambo.
Just the first one.
Yeah, and that is like basically, it's unclear if it's a television miniseries.
Yeah.
Or a movie trilogy, because they all make sense together. And this is what I mean by like a medium disintegration, where increasingly we're just going to have all this stuff that just is, with games as service, where it's like you buy it and it just never ends. And then these new business models, there's this structurelessness coming to everything. There it is.
I think it'll just become a tap that you sort of open and close, like water, is delivered to your house.
Yeah.
It'll just be a viscous kind of gel.
But
yes,
I mean, this is really interesting, Sean, because I'm not in the scene. I'm not into sequential images. But
you're not big on you're not a huge fan of things flashing after each other.
That's right. But the there are media now, and I don't know to what extent. Well, no, there must be. There are media now where for digital comics, right?
Yeah, like Comixology and stuff.
Are there people playing with endless pages or that kind of because you're not confined to a number of panels that fit on a page?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of really great webcomics that do this, where they're just here's today's page, and then I did 4 pages next week, and then and here's a really weird, extremely long, narrow comic,
Totally. Yeah.
And I feel like that's where that experimentation initially happened.
Yeah, no, that's a really good point.
Okay, well, I've got a question for you.
I have an
and
answer.
It is 8:57. We've almost got there, so maybe we can do this quick. If you had to make a media piece, one piece of media that was a shape or form different from normal, what would you make? I could go first.
Go for it.
I'd make a circular television show that you watch, and you watch it in a bubble. Spherical. It'll be a spherical TV.
Like a 360 TV show where you stand here and there's...
Yeah.
Oh, no, but it's an orb. It'll be an orb that you can hold.
You got to ship the orb to me so that I can watch this TV show.
You have to inflate it with your own breath.
I could do that.
So that it can read your DNA for the kind of... We're doing kind of eugenics to know what you like to watch.
Kind of eugenics. It's like a sort of
eugenics. So it's a really great idea. So you put on a dome around your head where it scans the shape of the surface of your skull and uses a machine learning algorithm to dynamically produce for you media for someone with your fucking head. Is that I feel like that being at the end really drives the point home.
I see nothing wrong with this. This is a great idea.
Yeah, it's really smart. Wow. Okay, so media. Well, because when you said, okay, if you could fuck with the format of a medium in some way, I immediately am like, well, a lot of songs are 3 minutes long. But then again, I listen to electronic music where tracks are 18 minutes long, where you can skip to the middle of it, and you actually it sounds like it's the start of it. There's just no... Yeah, there's been a lot of experimentation in that. Okay, cool. TV show formats. I don't know what I would want out of that. Let's see here. What the fuck am I fucking talking about? Yeah, what would be a kind of interesting fucking kind of...
Yeah. What would grab by the nugs?
Yeah, fuck.
What would really get you going?
I am interested because a lot of the things that I can think of have already been done.
Randomino says Phrenolovision.
Phrenolovision.
Oh, that's so fucking good. Oh, okay, I finally got one, but go ahead, Sean.
Okay, do it, because I don't have one. I just have complaints.
Very well. I am very interested in the idea of okay, so here's my fuck around-a-roo kind of little medium twister thinger, which is that okay, so if you have something okay, I've been watching Better Call Saul, and Saul is one of the main characters, and there's also this guy named Ermintrout who's another one of the main characters, and each episode is sort of stepping through their stories and occasionally showing how they intersect, and then kind of peeling away again. But whenever there's an ensemble cast, a lot of their stuff is just kind of happening and intersecting, and you're tracking all of them as you're watching each episode.
Oui, l'ensemble.
Trey oui. So then if there's also shows that follow a singular character very, very, very tightly, and it's just about that character's experience. I would be really interested in a television show where there is one show, like season 1 is the arc focused on one character that is about that character and is told like that. And then there's like a perpendicular arc of someone else kind of like slicing through that other one. So here's a sort of ham-fisted example, which is like, let's say that there is a story of an alien invasion, and one of it is like the sort of the government trying to figure out how to fend off the aliens and a lot of like traditional action, sci-fi, politics type stuff. But then there's the story of a young boy and girl who are in love, and the way that their love changes, and they try to stay together over the course of this thing. That's much more of like a romantic drama here, and then you get your action sci-fi thing here, and it's sort of just like fucking crissy crossies past each other. I've said that, and I don't even know if that even sounds good to me, but at least I thought of it. So there you have it.
There's a series of novels by Tana French called The Dublin Murder Squad.
Yeah.
And it is structured basically this way. Like, each of them is its own little, detective mystery novel. But the main character of the first one, blah, 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 whole story,
blah, blah,
at some
blah.
point, he, like, I forget exactly what it is, but he interfaces with the coroner in order as part of the investigation or something like that. The next book is about that secondary character. That is the main character, and it's an entirely unrelated story. It's like a new case, and the characters from the first one are kind of maybe casually mentioned at some point, but it's really just like an entirely new case with this new character, and it's fascinating because you get such a different view of who people are in each of the different books, even though they're minor. They're not like any kind of a focus of attention in the different books. I think that's very cool.
That's fucking sick, dude.
Bro, I'm gonna go with like branching podcasts.
Whoa!
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Now, when you say branching podcasts, like, I have a really stupid idea in my head when I first hear that,
Sweet.
but I want to hear your idea first.
No, it's pretty much just those two words. No, it's the best that I have. The best that I have is imagine Sleep No More as an audiobook. Sleep No More being sort of the immersive theater production where things are happening all over this multi-stage set, and you kind of wander around, and a lot of what you do is either you hang out in a place and see what happens there, or you follow a character from place to place and see what they're up to. So I'm imagining some kind of a like something where characters are talking to each other a lot, and you kind of have the option to continue sort of following the story of one of the characters that you've been following, or switch over to the person that they're having the conversation with, and kind of start, if that person seems more interesting, you start like following them to whatever they do next.
It's weird. That
sick.
kind of happens with how podcasts, like if you listen to comedy podcasts based in Los Angeles, they always just have each other on as guests.
Yes.
And there's definitely a branching system there, because it's like, here, oh, hey, you know us, we're going to hang out and do our podcast.
Right.
By the way, here's another person you've never met, but now you know them. Maybe you want to check out their podcast, Two Twisters in the Wind or whatever, like, it's like,
God,
yeah,
I
they
love that.
read
I love
they
that
read
podcast.
Wikipedia pages and make it funny, like, oh.
Dude, now that is fucking sick. Well, I think this is a good place to stop, because we normally end at 9, and we're going to end a little early today at 9:05. So
Yeah, we got a
I'm gonna.
we got a
let's
905 it.
Well done.
Get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna go
I
look
ordered
under my
pizza.
bed at the body of the person whose apartment this belongs to.
Yeah.
That's a nice meta joke that, again, if you're not Sean or Lee, you might not get.
Yeah, well, I never met a joke I didn't like, you know what I mean? Hey.
I know what you mean, but then you might want to hang out with me when I was trying to be funny in front of my crushes when I was in high school, and those were not funny jokes. You would have not liked them. If you met them, you'd be like, ugh.
Oh, met your joke.